So, we did things, and now we're going to do spoiler-free reviews of the things that we did at the things
Very
we did.
good, Liam.
Did
Smooth, elegant, professional.
There was literally a part there where I felt like I was malfunctioning.
Oh God, he's glitched. Push the button behind his ear.
Yeah. Ellie, do you want to go first so I can talk about Zac Efron?
Oh, right, yeah, sure. I watched a movie called, and I've made the same mistake I made in the first recording of this episode, I have not got the name up. Shockingly...
No.
Very, very mean.
No.
Extremely
the
wicked.
The best thing about this is both me and Becky
shockingly
could help
evil
you.
and
Yeah?
vile. That
Well
was quicker than
done.
last time.
You got it
Yeah,
quicker
nice.
this time than last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a film. It's a film by a guy who's done a documentary series on Netflix, right? Which I don't know the name. Oh, the Ted Bundy tapes. That's it.
Tapes.
The guy that made that has also directed a film which sort of looks at the Ted Bundy stuff, but from the perspective of an ex-girlfriend of his who he was sort of obsessed with. Mm-hmm. And it's weird because I feel like if you're interested in the Ted Bundy stuff because you're like, oh, I'm fascinated by the case, you're going to want to watch the documentary, right? And if you're interested
100%.
in watching like a story film, maybe don't watch a film about Ted Bundy. I don't know.
Why not?
It's weird because it's the way the film portrays him. You're seeing it from her perspective, so like you're not seeing a lot of the bad stuff. So I don't know. It's really difficult because if someone said to me, I think that film's offensive because it's portraying him in this good light, even though I know it's not, and you hear about the bad stuff, I would be like, I get it. I get what you're saying. But also, I would get if someone said, no, it isn't. It's telling the story from her perspective, and it isn't a bad idea. I'd also be like, I get that. So I don't know.
I 100% understand what you're saying. I feel the same way.
I haven't seen the film, which is shocking. How is Zac Efron in it?
I think he was good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Do you think this potentially marks a new direction for his career to go in?
I'm not really aware of his previous direction, so...
He was more... he started as that proper childhood actor, right, doing Disney stuff. Then he sort of...
Well, it's teen heartthrob type
Then he's
thing,
recently
right?
done a lot of comedy stuff.
Yeah, sort of frat boy comedy.
I'm the
type
cool
things.
guy, but it's hilarious because I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever. Whereas, this is a way different role to anything I've seen him in before.
I think it's the first film I've seen him in.
Fair.
And I thought I've seen a very small section of Baywatch and decided it wasn't for me.
Don't insult these films, Becky. Liam is a super fan of Zac Efron. You've got to be careful here. You're going to trigger him.
I know. I listened to the last episode. I'm aware. I'm not slacking it off. I'm saying it wasn't for me.
No, that's fine. And the thing is, right, I'm not the only super fan. We have another listener that has become a super fan of Zac Efron. So we're out there. There's several of us.
We're out there. Yeah. But no, he's excellent as Bundy.
Okay.
I think so. The thing about serial killers and people with whether Ted Bundy was a narcissist or a psychopath or a sociopath or whatever, or all of the above, I don't know. But that charm that he had in real life tends to sort of, I think, run quite. It's often manifests in psychopaths, that charm that you can kind of draw people in, but so much of that also comes down to you don't feel really or understand human emotions, like a lot of human emotions, and so I kind of wanted him to just be more dead behind the eyes, and that it would be more obvious that he was somebody who was faking human emotions really well. But for me, it didn't do that. It just seemed like they actually were painting in him in more of a genuinely attractive way, he had redeemable qualities, which he fucking 100% didn't, because he killed at least 30 women brutally, and I mean, so I would have liked to have seen him a bit more he's faking it. But then the point that Ellie made is that you are supposed to be seeing it through the eyes of this girlfriend, so are you seeing him more sympathetically because that's the way that she feels about him?
Yeah, that's what makes it
Yeah.
so difficult.
But then, yeah.
Like, but you're right though, because there is a scene in it where you do get that like that specific. He goes to the dog shelter. I don't know if you remember him and her go, and there is a moment there where they do that perfectly. Where like from her perspective, you're seeing him be this really sweet, like, let's live in a house together. Yeah. And then there's just this moment where she like looks away, and you get him just dead eye, like fucking staring at this dog that just is barking at him, and then just goes ooh. And I was like, that's good. That works.
Mm.
Yeah,
more of that.
Like bits.
Yeah,
because that's how you do it. It's short, like you'd think they'd tie more of those little scenes in where like she's in a situation with him where you can see that she doesn't see the bad part, but they still show the audience and go, don't forget, he's a fucking psychopath.
They sort of needed more of the don't forget bits. Yeah, I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I will watch it if it ever comes out on Blu-ray or Netflix, whatever. But I don't have Sky.
Because
so
when I was in Canada, they had it on Netflix Canada. So I mean, it must be coming onto UK Netflix. It must be.
Yeah, I'm hoping like once it runs out on Sky.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's on there.
They typically only keep things for so long, right? Yeah. So hopefully then it will get onto Netflix and then I can finally watch it and it'll be glorious, I'm sure.
Black. I was checking the like new releases on Sky the other night, and Black Klansman's just dropped, which I'm very excited about because I didn't see it at the cinema. So stuck that straight on my watch list, and I'm very excited to give that a bash.
That is. I haven't watched like a lot of Spike Lee stuff in the past. I've seen like a couple of his films, but that was really good. Yeah,
I'm excited.
Highly recommend. What would you both give Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile out of 5?
I think a 3.5. I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say 2.75.
Okay. So slightly above average.
Yeah. Maybe 3.
Yeah, have I gone...
Nudging a 3.
In my head, I don't think...
Okay.
I think maybe I'm a 3 as well, because I think I was thinking just above average. And then when you said, 2.75 is just above average, I was like, oh yes, I have gone...
To be fair, over. I was thinking about the way you rate things, Ellie. The way I rate things, I do put 3 as average.
I'm so confused by our rating system.
So's everyone.